Hare Krishna. So this is about our project Zero Waste Mayapur. We have this wonderful project where we are promoting cleaning of Mayapur. We say clean the dham, clean your heart. Because cleaning the dham is very important. Mahaprabhu also cleaned the Gundicha Mandir, and by cleaning the Gundicha Mandir, he showed us how we can actually clean our heart. So a clean dham or serving to clean Mayapur means that we also clean the anarthas in our heart. So that's why we have this slogan, clean the dham, clean your heart. And what is this project about? Why we should clean Mayapur? Is Mayapur not already clean? Don't we see that the whole campus is so clean, spick and span? So why do we need this project and what do we do here? These are some simple questions and these are legitimate questions which need to be answered. Yes, Mayapur Dham is very clean. Whenever visitors come here, they are actually appreciate our cleanliness of the whole campus. They say this campus is super clean and they appreciate how can you keep the campus so clean. That's because we have been taught by Prabhupada that everything should be clean for Krishna's service. But cleaning does not only mean removing garbage from one place and then putting it in another place. So this is where we come inside. The garbage which is removed from Mayapur campus, it is very valuable because it is organic and most of our garbage is organic. You may want to know how much garbage we produce per day. Take a guess. We produce about 6 tons of garbage per day. This is a normal day. If we have festival time, then we can produce up to 8 tons of garbage. And we really have a big festival, then we can produce up to 10 tons of garbage. Because so many people come, so many people eat, and so many people throw leaf plates. But one good thing is 60 to 70% of garbage we produce is organic, which means that we can give it back to Mother Earth. We can make it something useful. So this is what is the project all about. How to actually give back to Mother Earth instead of spoiling Mother Earth with what we dump on her. Because we are her children. Bhumi is Dhatri. She is the one who actually maintains us. So we have to be thankful. We have to become conscious. Our society is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So before becoming Krishna conscious, we have to become conscious. How do we become conscious? We become conscious by actually thinking about what we do to others. And one of the main things which you have to think about is what we do to Mother Earth. Because she is very important for us. She is Krishna's wife. So because she is Krishna's wife, if we can please her, we can easily please Krishna. Everybody knows, you please the wife, you please the husband. So that means in order to please Mother Earth, we should treat her in a respectful manner. And that's this project all about. So what do we do with those leaf plates? So you can see here this brown color thing. This is called humus or black soil. This is so rich in nutrients that it can easily replace chemical fertilizer, and not only that, you can actually enrich the earth permanently. This is what we make out of the leaf plates which are thrown. And how do we do it? We do it by a process called composting. And we use a process called biocomposting. And for biocomposting, we use this bacteria. In this bottle, in this little bottle, we have a solution which contains this bacteria. And how do we produce this bacteria? It's very interesting how do we produce it. Bengal is very famous for rasgulla. And rasgulla means sugar syrup. And Bengal is also very famous for paneer. So much of paneer. Anybody who comes to Mayapur, they know that every day we get paneer sabji. So when we make paneer, we get so much of whey water. So this whey water is a rich home for bacteria. Same way the sugar syrup which is rejected from rasgulla and gulab jamun is also a very rich medium for bacteria culture. So we take this waste from the kitchens and then we use it to culture this bacteria. You see, this is how it works. You don't leave anything to go waste. Everything which is rejected or everything which goes waste has a value. Like this sugar syrup has a value. Like the whey water has a value. It is used as a culturing medium for bacteria. And that bacteria is fed in our eco center in the leaf plates which are arranged in large piles. If you go to our eco center, we will find leaf plates are arranged in large piles. So this is a map of our eco center. It is there on the banks of Jalangi river, and you can see these lines, these green lines, all these green lines. These green lines are simply organic garbage which are arranged in large piles. So we feed the bacteria in these piles, and then we water these piles. And when we water them, then we also have to turn them. And to turn them, we have a windrow aerator which runs on these garbage, and it actually turns them. We run it once a week. So when we run this, by the bacterial action and by the turning action and by the churning action, this whole organic waste, it turns into that substance which I was showing you into humus. So this is one process. But we also have another process which is much more efficient, and I'm going to show you in a little while how that works. In this little box we have earthworms. If you little bit dig them, we can see that we have earthworms. And these earthworms, every day they have only one job to do. No, they have 3 jobs to do: eat, sleep, and mate, and reproduce. You can see here there are little earthworms which have come out of their mummies and daddies. So this is what we do. We actually culture earthworms. And these earthworms, why we are culturing them? We are culturing them because they can make a very rich manure called vermicompost. And vermicompost, farmers call it as black gold. It is so rich in nitrogen, it's so rich in minerals, it's so naturally enriching the soil that it can give life to soil. That's why it's called as black gold. So in our eco center, we have a worm culturing area where we are actually culturing these worms. Are we ready to produce vermicompost? No, we are not ready still. We are simply growing these worms. We bought a little bit of worms and we are allowing them to multiply. We take care of them, we feed them. And what do we feed them with? We feed them with cow dung, gobar. That is brown gold. We bring it from our goshala and then we feed this cow dung to these worms. And we are culturing these worms. And once we have enough worms, we'll start producing vermicompost. And then, what about other things which we can do? So, you see this brown fluid? It almost looks like kerosene sometimes, or diesel. But this is actually a tea. This is called vermi tea. This is produced by charging water into the earthworm beds and collecting the water down in a percolation process. And this is liquid manure. So we produce vermi tea. Aha! We have something here. What is this? So, this is activated carbon. And where do we get this from? We get this from coconut shells. We have a process of collecting all these coconut shells and then heating them up in iron tubes so that it becomes activated carbon. And what can we do with activated carbon? Activated carbon is actually a very good medium for filtering water. And all your water filters, the reverse osmosis plants you have in your kitchen, all of them have activated carbon filter. So the coconut shell, which gets otherwise thrown, becomes activated carbon. So we also produce detergent from ash. So where does that come from? We have big kitchens, we have large kitchens, and these kitchens every day cook for tens of thousands of people. and whatever they cook, the wood fire, they actually throw the ash. And that ash, we bring it to a eco center, and then we actually run water through that ash. Simple process. And we run water through that ash, the water actually absorbs the acidic properties of water, of the ash, and then it becomes a detergent. It becomes a detergent which can be used to clean greasy vessels very easily, without soap, without chemicals, just water, run on the ash, and then it does your job. So that's another thing which we produce. So we are talking about organic, and I said that it's about 60% of our waste. So 40% of our waste is plastic. So what do we do with plastic? Yeah, we do many things with plastic. For example, this plastic is plastic which is shredded, and it is kept here. And the shredded plastic can be used for further processing to produce materials which can be used. Also, nowadays, anything you buy, it comes with a lot of packing material, styrofoam. So what do we do with styrofoam? We actually shred the styrofoam and make it into powder, and that powder can be mixed with cement, and that styrofoam can be mixed with cement, and it can be used as a construction material with insulation. So that's how the styrofoam goes. But all this processing is good, but it is not so good without education. So we have a very strong education process to educate everyone about responsible handling of waste. The real solution is not producing waste and recycling it, but the real solution is to actually reduce waste. That's the real solution. So how to reduce waste? We have our nice cycle of zero waste management, which is given here. So we have this drawing which actually shows 4 important activities in the cycle of zero waste management. And these are coordinated activities. And everything starts with responsible use of all materials and resources, which means that we simply don't throw away goods. We sell recycled goods, and then we buy and use second-hand goods. If someone wants to sell something away, then there are always people who can buy it and use it. Third is we use local products, because the more it is transported from one place to other, the more we have pollution. So use what is locally available. And when we use it, if it goes bad, we just don't throw it away. We try to fix it. We try to repair it. And we try to reuse it. And when it comes to packaging, we try to avoid plastic packaging. We use paper packaging. We advise people, go with jute bags to your shop. Go with containers to buy liquids. And then we use returnable packaging, which is what I spoke about. And the most important thing is sharing economy. What you don't want, somebody else wants. So we are creating a bank where people can deposit what they don't want and people can pick up what they want. So this is responsible use of resources. And in order to do that, we are going to have a support program, which is our dream, which is still not there, which we'll have soon, that we will take oath from everyone that they will adopt a zero waste program. We will promote non-waste technologies. We certify shops and businesses that they are promoting zero waste. And then we will have membership for donations. Education is a very important thing, because without education nothing can be achieved. And in order to educate everyone, we have excursions, we have seminars, we have so many different brochures which we produce and which we give away to people. We train volunteers, and we have very important program to involve people in zero waste management. Every week we have community program, we have community cleaning program. We bring people together, we take them out and we let them clean the whole place. We let them clean the dham so that they can have first-hand experience, or they can actually experience the pleasure of cleaning the dham. At the same time, they learn how much garbage is produced. Sometimes you may be surprised, just cleaning one street or one area, bags and bags of garbage gets collected. And then people see, and when they actually do it with their own hands, they realize that how much they are throwing out. So this is a good way of educating people. And then we have a recycling center where we actually transport garbage without pressing. We separate garbage at collection, and then we have different ways of handling different garbage. The organic garbage goes for composting, then the dangerous garbage is removed. For example, we have dangerous garbage. You can see here there are batteries. You can see here there are batteries, there are pharmaceutical items. All this is classified as dangerous garbage. So we collect dangerous garbage separately and we give it to specialized agencies for disposing them safely. And then there are other type of garbages like plastic garbage which we can use for recycling. And as we said that we have the worm and bacteria cellar where we are producing worms and bacteria for recycling. So you can see here the whole cycle is pictographically given here. There is waste generation and there is waste collection, and most important, don't burn the garbage, because in countryside this is very easily done. People don't know how to responsibly dispose of the garbage. They just put all the garbage together and set fire. They think that when the garbage burns, it's just out of their mind. No, it's a great pollutant. It's a big pollutant when you burn garbage. So we educate people, don't burn garbage. We transport it responsibly, take it to a eco center, then we sort the garbage into different categories. And what is organic is actually taken for recycling. And what is not organic, it is taken for changing and selling. So this is the whole cycle. You can see that how the garbage in our zero waste management project is handled properly. And everything what we do, why do we do it? Very simple. We do it because it pleases Krishna. This is what is actually devotional service, that you do things to please Krishna. So when we keep Krishna's place clean, when we keep Krishna's wife, Mother Earth, happy, then Krishna is naturally pleased. And that's devotional service. Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. So this is what is devotional service all about. So come, join our project, Zero Waste Mayapur. Clean the dham, clean your heart. Hare Krishna.